Let's see how many seconds it takes for shonen to show up. I'm guessing not many. It's Tuesday, and I'm beat. But we still train. Especially when we're beat. Right, folks? Okay. I'm going to try a little water style today. Ryu. All right? Actually, I'm going to move you a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Right there. Okay. Anan. I already know who's in chat. Welcome, Shonen. Os. Oh. Okay. Not the best place. It's hard. A lot of places, you know, you just knock the mic out. Okay. Oh, good evening. How you doing, Sean? Oh, and then the most embarrassing part of the kata. Iponkin. Okay, and then you do this. The trick is to be easy. That's what I'm doing. Do you like Shotokan? Not particularly. No, I don't. And I've trained it. MP's probably my best Shotokan kata, but it's really bad on my body. And I just kind of disagree with choosing the, no offense, but these long aesthetics when it's like, this is a weak position for me, you know, at least for me. Like, I need to be in a lighter upper, but I'm an old school guy, so. I forgot you're a black belt in the Shotokan. Yeah. I don't like to advertise it, but I feel like I must. Professional black belt karate boy. Os. Konbanwa. Genki desu ka? How are you? Do 900-degree kick. What is that? 7. Look, even in my professional ballet days, I could only ever do 2. I tried to go for 3 turns around, but it was just impossible. Oh, Steven, welcome. I am fine, bro. How are you? I feel like you like to advertise a lot. That's true, Jules. That's true. I do a lot of advertising. Okay, we haven't gotten there yet. It's early in the stream. My real YouTube channel name is Dragon Cool. 18, huh? Well, cool. Dragons are cool. Okay. Welcome to the dojo. Are your skills as shiny as the top of your head? I don't know if I'd say shiny. They're slick like the top of my head, but shiny, they're not perfect. Show some cool things. What are you doing? I am doing karate this evening. You like this? Oops. See, that's the price you pay. Okay, behind the back, we do the upside down. Shonen is very familiar with the tricks. Hello. Ma'am. Thank you, Tyler. I mean, sir. Where are you from? I'm from the U.S. You are a great teacher and fighter. So fast, like Bruce Lee. Thank you. Here's what I'm really probably known for, right? It's that I can throw like a front kick very easily and like without telegraphing, right? So, we can just be standing here and it's already underneath your chin. That's probably my person. But, a lot of people ask for the question mark kick, like stuff. I'm just getting warmed up, so. What? I don't understand something. You fast. Like Bruce Lee. Any tips on boxing style? I feel like the chat doesn't know how good of a boxer you are. That's true. I'll show this one, but you got to watch your language. M. Why am I gay? What in tarnation? Looks like masterclass. Couldn't box. Okay. So let's warm up my shoulders since everyone's getting pissy with a little the boxing combos that I learned. This is like the Dutch kickboxing style I did. All right. So obviously it's like 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It was 3, pull. No, it was 1, 2, 3, pull. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then you switch sides. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Done. How we feeling, chat? Bro, I want to learn 360 kick because I don't move fast. Okay, that's a couple things, but if you come in within the shooting range of my foot, it's on. Exactly. I'm an incredible boxer. Well, good, Jim. I'm glad. I love another martial artist. What's up? Andrew Tate. Oh, here we go. First one of the night. Who was it? It's Mayor. Well, Mayor, listen. You were the first to start off the board of who Sensei looks like. With everybody's favorite, Andy Tate. You are on the board, okay? Excellent work. You need your wooden shoes on for Dutch kickboxing. That's true. I'm a non-traditional Dutch kickboxer. Okay. LOL. Muay Thai. I've done a little bit of that. My giddy. Oh yeah, the kick that I'm doing is my giddy, front kick. I'm kicking up really hard. I mean, I do that a lot. My lead foot is rarely a pusher. If anything, it's gonna like hit the hips to fold them back, push them back, right? Or I dig up under the solar plexus or under the chin. Let me get Bob out of storage mode. There we are. Maigeri, front kick, right? I prefer the lead leg for kicking personally. I can just get there faster. I can bench 8,000 pounds with my pinky. I trained Chuck Norris. Damn. I studied Rex Kwon Do back in the octagon. Oh, Sifu. Here we go. Stars. Can you please karate chop someone in half this stream? I would love to. I would love to. Who is the volunteer? Oh, I can't show that Brandon's B. I did martial arts, but I also do trolling. I'm a 5th dan in trolling. Nice. Yokogeri, please. Hi. Okay. Now, when I am kicking in the air, I do a bladed foot, right? I throw the blade, and I don't over chamber is the other thing, okay? Everyone gets, it looks super cool to pull everything back like this and fire out. But like I just pick it up from where it is. You know what I mean? I don't over dramatize it. And if you know me, that's like a big deal, okay? So I don't get too crazy about it. I really like the like pendulum entry point. I don't like the big run up. If I'm gonna do like a big flying kick, I'm gonna go front kick and not super high in the air. I'm gonna go forward, right? So I don't even have enough width in this dojo to jump, but essentially you just jump forward with a front kick and you just hit this bitch with a train. Thoughts on oblique kick in a street fight? Excellent. It's a great idea. John Jones gets away with it because he's John Jones, but it's illegal for a reason. That's like old school Goju-Ryu karate. There are 2 kicks, no roundhouse kicks, right? It is front kick or knee stomp, oblique kick, okay? Where you take Bob here and you just jam his knee backwards or in, right? Cripple them, boom. Because karate is about, like self-defense. It's not about dueling, although that's how it's practiced, right? It's actually a lot of like liver shots, elbows, short hooks. Dahmer? Really? I need some big glasses. But it goes on the list. We got Dahmer in the building. I will eat my top subscriber by the end of the stream, okay? Dahmer. 1. Okay, I mean, at least it waters down the Tate. Now it's like 50% Tate, so I feel a lot better, so thank you. Okay. Okay. Whoop. Let's do a little bob play, shall we? What up, man? Hope you've been well. Ick Flip. Been thinking about you, brother. How you doing? It's good to see you. You haven't missed too much. You got to be nominated in the Mortal Kombat. Thank you. I accept. I will represent Earth. But listen, you cannot say that I did not warn you. But if I, at any point, am offered the ability to consume people's souls, I am becoming Shang Tsung. That's just how it is, and you guys are going to have to live with it or be consumed, okay? I only know Tung Fu, Sam. Let's call that guy Venti, the sensei, black belt troll. I don't know what you were talking about, Bozan. Are you doing karate? Will these techniques work on professional rock climbers? Here's what I would recommend for professional rock climbers. You're going to grab the wrist here and then elbow the metacarpals just as hard as you can a couple times, right? Really just like, don't do this at home, okay? Only in a sanctioned bout between yourself and a rock climber. Back to vertical, I see, yes. What did you say, Meow? Oh. The Ghost Rider of Karate, is that who I am? Step out, not in. Did you buy with hands? My C3535 says my butt make noises and sometimes start when I lift my leg up. Are you asking for technical advice? C3535. I would use your psoas muscles to really get that leg above 90 and really open things up. That's what I would recommend. I'm a black belt in trolling. Jim. Os. Part of the Yudansha. Give us a demo of your best push kick. Round kick. Dummy 1, Mike 0. Who do you think will win, Chuck Norris or Van Damme? I think Chuck Norris. I think he did more competing, right? I'm learning MMA. Nice, Ricky. Good. All right, so here's how I throw my round kicks. I do this spiel every stream, but I'm just going to explain myself. I don't do these huge round kicks anymore. I'm more straight up the pipe, right? So it's kind of like a groin kick, but I just turn over a little bit, but it's so sneaky. I can be right here and still liver shot, right? I can be very close and hit him in the head. So that's how I do it. Very vertical. Up like this. Right, you can turn over and move him, but I kind of want to keep people square in front of me. That's kind of how I prefer to fight. I like to stand and bang, you know what I mean? Awesome, Steven Seagal. Can you show me how to axe kick? Kinda. My back is all messed up, but essentially for the axe kick, you just do it like a crescent kick, right? Which is like an outside sweeping kick, right? But you just try and get it up as high as possible, and then you kind of drop it and then pull with your hamstrings down. A lot of people want to like crunch. Doesn't really work, right? I can't really recommend the axe kick though, because it hurts like a bitch behind the knee, right? Because your leg is essentially resisting hyperextension when it hits something, and then it like, right, the force moves this up. So you can really, like, you can pop a hamstring doing them. So I would only recommend it for like hitting pads or like the clappers. Rewind 1989 says, in most situations, I feel like all you really need to know is the basics of boxing and wrestling for good self-defense. Yeah. The wrestling will do most of the heavy lifting there too, because I mean, you can just get in, and that's how a lot of my like training with Bob goes. I don't just sit here and rip on him necessarily. I will use these hands to kind of move in and, you know, advance things, right? Because I want to be changing levels and spaces. I don't want to just sit here and, you know what I mean? I'm not a can girl, unfortunately. David, hello, friend. The full contact is same, like karate. Are you doing well, my dear friend? I'm doing well. It's Tuesday. I worked very late into the very early hours of the morning. I want to learn a martial art, Ricky. Okay, well, you can learn one here. You can learn one somewhere else on YouTube. You can find what's local, although results may vary. You're a handsome guy. Thank you, David. How old are you? I am in my late 30s. Would you like to teach me? Yes, Ricky. I have a basic class I sort of put up. I was like, you know, testing out how long the filming would take and everything. So I'll be doing classes more regularly. I'll also have master classes for like question mark kick master class, you know, lead, leg, and hand fighting kind of stuff. So that stuff is coming. I'm cranking it out as much as I can, but I have to work a dumb job. OJ Simpson says hello. What's up, OJ? Steven Seagal is the greatest martial arts practitioner of our generation. Bow to your sensei, says Frank Zappa. Wow. Os. Okay, Ricky. You and me. Ricky. Shonen can show you. BD says, karate is a good sport. It's very strong and powerful. Thank you. It gets a lot of flack for some valid reasons sometimes. You doing karate, Kyokushin, or Shotokan? I've trained in Shotokan. I've trained with Kyokushin people. There was a Kyokushin guy who signed off on my Goju black belt test. Goju-D was my main deal, but I've cross-trained in a bunch of other styles. I'm gonna check your grappling, yeah? Frank Zappa, I'm a Shaolin monk. Hell yeah, that's dope. Weakest part, Shonen. It's Karate Kyokushin. No more what you do. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Why don't you just do a question mark kick then? Oh, why don't I just do it already? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Well, see, if I'm going to do a question mark kick, I'm going to fake you out. I'm going to go 1, 2, right? Hit you low. Then we have to kick on the weakest part. Fake. Can we see the 1-inch punch? It wanted to censor that. Hello, Daniel. 1-inch punch is, it's more about generating force this way than, because you don't have the distance, right? That's the whole deal. So what you want to do is you want to use what Peter Consterdine, 9th degree black belt, would call the double hip. Okay, so very crash course. Double hip is like when you see these guys kind of pre-rotate their hips, they are like generating, see, they're making up the distance of this normal punch with the rest of the body in sequence, right? So you do a little bit here, and then you do a little bit here, and then you let this stretch, and then it goes out. So by the time you're releasing, you've already rotated like this much. Okay, so, all right, let's watch. Just watch. Okay, I know you guys don't give a shit about the explanation. Okay, I'll just do it. All right, so, right, this is like here. I'll try and keep my hand right here, but it's more about the principle, okay? So I swing the hip backward and then forward. I pull it back a little bit, but that's the idea, okay? Here. Womp, womp. Stretch, stretch, slingshot it. Oh, Kwang, you got to tell me how to pronounce your name, man. I'm sorry. Axe kicking students. Ricky, do Mike Tyson workouts and leg workouts? Mike Tyson's movement is so awkward looking to me. Like, I don't understand how he moves so fast, but like he doesn't like extend his leg. He just like is in the air, but he like moves like, it's like an anime. Young clip, I bet it can beat you. Okay, 26 minutes in. Took for someone to challenge me. Well, if you think you can take this belt off me, come get it, big boy. Pure technique. Oh, how's the mad martial artist today? Better now, friend. How are you doing? How's your training going? Young clip, no one cares. Ricky, I am doing everyday leg workout. Every day. Ricky, we believe you. That's good. I should do a little leg workout. Actually, Bob, come back, help me. Okay, key to high kicks is the hips. All right, so you got to get good controlling the hips. Oh. Oh. I wish the mic could pick up my hip popping. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Bob knows. Bob knows too much. That's why he never speaks. Because if he ever does, Bob, okay, see, what you don't understand is that Bob is not out of reach, okay, at any time. Anytime. 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 Do you understand? Anytime. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Shonen. I'll be starting MMA next month. Only ever did Muay Thai and Kempo when I was a kid, but I don't count that. Why not? Count it. Are you kidding? Like, when kids learn languages, they're the best at them. I got the training very early when I was 10 years old, and I kept it, right? That's the thing about being that, like, you keep everything. He looks like Gold Jiryu. If you watch my latest video, you'd understand. Thank you, bro. So supportive in this chat. Let's see a spinning back leg kick. Okay. Sure. All right, so we're going to kick him this way. Spinning. I'm going to go kind of easy. I got some back history, okay? But we'll do it. We'll do it. Don't worry. Okay. Spin. Very easy. In fact, I kind of like to throw my spinning kicks low. Okay? Respect to Andy Hoog with the spinning heel hook kick to the leg and just crippled people. All right, I can't do it to Bob because he has no, but you go for the spin and they all like go up here and then you just take them out. It's, again, so funny. 100, no. 10, easy. Shonen says, Ricky, he taught you. Now you're master. He also says, thank me later. Oh, so Ricky, thank you for subscribing. Hopefully, I make you a better martial artist. That's all I want. I want you to unlock your anime powers. Pure technique. How's it going today, good friend? I have Lou Angel on some of my certificates. He started American Goju. Damn, that's cool. Your technique is much purer than mine. Mine is definitely like, I mean, it has a pretty decent lineage, but there's some Ishinryu influence, and you know, it's And my Goju sensei was infamous for making shit up. Total respect to him, but sometimes he just forgot, which I totally understand. But then he just adds something like at the end of a kata that's not there. I think in one of the Sai katas, it was a last minute change. The one fucking minute before my black belt test, I was doing this Sai kata, and he like adds this move at the very end, right? You do this whole thing to the back. Get the fuck out, Bob. Okay, you do this whole thing to the back. Smash. Here, and then you turn around, right? So I'm turning around this way. This is where the kata should end. But he added a little like toss, like you're throwing the, I mean, it's cool. And maybe some people, but it's like, this is not what I learned for the last year, you know? So, but I'm not bitter about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, rewind. Oh, what I was saying is your roundhouse is kick to the liver. At that point, you might as well throw a question mark kick instead. Yeah, I mean, or both, right? You hit them with the liver so they start like tucking the elbow instinctively. I think that's what you're saying, right? So I hit them, you know, like once, twice, go for it, turn. Bob has really wide arms, so it's very hard to get around him. But we still kick him. I need to get myself even. I've been kicking with my left. All right. God damn it. Okay. Okay. And I don't really like I have pretty open hips, but I don't really super over rotate them open. You know, I'm kind of shifting a little bit, but still, I want to keep it up here because there's a lot of space out here, you know? I want to be more direct. Egg. Is that this? Are you Andrew Tate? Okay, number 2. Andrew Tate, as always, has taken the lead. That's 2. 1 for Dahmer. All right? You only get 1 vote, so don't try and rig the system. Wang, but with a Q. Is it Kang or Quang? Boxing. If he beats you, is he worthy of a black belt? I mean, sure. Irish. Nice boob hair. Thank you. You like him? Shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Reflex action also needed. You talking about retraction speed? The secret is explosive elbow strength or bicep strength. I mean, it's the same thing. You need to explode out and then... I like to think of it as like trying to grab a fly, you know? That helps me wham, whip into it and then snatch it back, right? I squeeze into the punch, it lands, suck it back in. Oh, Ravine. Welcome. I can help you with Tyson movement, says Quan. When you jab and slip at the same time, smash your shoulder to your chin when you're slipping to the left or right. This is kind of hard on my neck, so I don't do a ton of like shoulder. I'll do a shoulder roll, but more as like a, you know, this, not this. But that's because of my spine issues. Tyson has a peekaboo style. It's explosive, fast twitch muscles. You're not built like that. Nobody is built like Tyson, brother, okay? I am predominantly fast twitch, but I'm not a freak of nature. Forbidden tiger toe. Best move for self-defense. I have a video on this, actually. I want you to check it out. But I'll tell you, okay? Because I'm a generous God. Self-defense, if you're talking best technique, which, you know, that's not really a thing. There's not like the best weapon, you know. But overall, my pick is the elbow. It takes time to condition your knuckles, hands, your timing to punch correctly, right? And then to like commit like that. Most self-defense is going to happen. You're not going to be, you know, come at me. You know, it's like it's going to happen when he's already like on. It's going to happen in this kind of space. So the elbow is available from all these angles, right? All of these angles. And it's super powerful, right? Most people will break their knuckles hitting the skull, which is why boxing has gloves. That's the whole reason, okay? But elbow will smash bones, okay? Elbow will cut, okay? Blood in the eyes, can't see. Boom, right? Style on him, the news comes, films it, you know, you do your sick like Tony Jaa moves. That's what I would suggest. You want to slip outside of their shoulder, outside the train tracks, exactly. Train tracks is a very common example. Ravine, ultra instinct. Everything is about getting out of the train tracks, says Quang, 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 Quang. Fuck, I'm sorry. Placing your ear behind the elbow. Didn't expect a black belt on YouTube String, says MMA. Is Bob your partner? I'm talking about my life partner? No. Okay, because I need more communication. All right? Bob doesn't talk because there are techniques that I've subjected him to that are unnatural, okay? And cannot be explained. Not to you, not to anybody. They defy the laws of the universe, don't they, Bob? Don't they, Robert? Huh? Huh? Shoteate. What do you do with Bob off camera? I put Bob in the corner because sometimes when I'm drowsy and taking a piss in the middle of the night, I just see the outline of a very broad-shouldered man, you know. So I gotta put him in timeout because he scares me a little bit, you know. Is that what Khabib does? The legend. It's the same thing I was telling you about the Dominic Cruz footwork. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, get off the train tracks, establish new train tracks, which is off of theirs. That's Khabib moves. What's your short twitch fibers like? How many seconds to throw 30 clean punches will time you? I don't know. Karate chop. I don't really do like blasting punches anymore, but I'll do some light back and forth, okay? So 1, 2, 3, double jab, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There goes the mic. I don't see when they do the world records, they go like this, and I don't think that counts. Are you practicing Jeet Kune Do? Of a sort. I mean, I practice karate, but my karate includes all of the techniques I've learned from everything else, right? I mean, not that elbows aren't in karate, but I practiced more of them in Krav Maga. Hammer fist is done this way and this way in karate, but not like this or on the collarbones, right, and just bust those up, which I think is a very good idea. Karate chop. Okay. I'm gonna go on this side because he's always got his hands up. Okay. So I might here. I do a lot of stuff like this in sparring. I will fuck with the hand. I'll like fuck with them so that they get used to this and I don't do anything afterwards. So they get really lazy about it. They just kind of let it happen. And then you here climb, right? This way. Climb over. Sweep. Okay? Sweep this way. Give him a little bop on the back of the head. Karate chop, karate chop, karate chop. Shuto, shuto, shuto. Thanks. I've done MMA too. Also got a silver medal in Pan Am's. Damn! I was Ryan Hall's first purple belt. Jesus Christ, man. How are you associated with all of these famous people? You're just that guy. You're just him. Clown. Thank you, Renee. That's what I needed. Karate chop. Oh. Moving too fast. Bob has no hands, so he has no wrist control. It's your lucky day. He's all wrist, right? But yeah, it makes like a lot of the techniques where you're supposed to like hit the hand and it becomes like a, you know, now this is a point I can use. It's a little hard. I've tried strapping gloves to him. It's difficult, but I'm trying to for an upcoming video. Pascal says, look. Look at what? Look at you? I'm looking. Karate chop. I'll see you, Sensei, in the next episode. Os Ravine, thank you. Bob is a paid actor. Wrong. Bob gets nothing. Bob is punished. That is it. Bob got arms. That's what he got. Okay? Karate Kid. Clown. Thank you, Renee. Do you think I could use like a flower or something? Clown, 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 clown. Living with no hair. Says Lord Hairy Toes, please. Oops. I scrolled too far. Oops. Okay. Dirty Andrew Tate. Here we go. Okay. Andrew Tate for the third. Bob, please. Okay? I can't with you today. Number 3 for Andrew Tate. Jemison, hello. Don't tell me he's a black belt in karate. That's true. Among other things. He was our master's hanshi. No sleep. Shonen says, Schmitty, a black belt? He's the Black Death. Bruce Lee. Baby Andrew Tate. Okay, well, I'll put another one on. Really wish there was a broader spread here, chat, but, you know, be yourselves, be honest. Show us the 1-inch punch. We did that, Schmitty. My fight style is similar to Bob's. No insurance? Well, it's a tank build, right? You just tank everything. Karate chops or flip-flops? I choose chops, personally. Flip-flops, it's really hard to run. They slap, you know. Hello, Paul. How are you? So sorry, many tear, says Pascal. Karate chops and flip-flops. User says, bro is not Andrew Tate, and you're crying. Are you sad that I'm not Andrew Tate? I wake up every day thrilled that I'm not Andrew Tate, okay? Octopus head. Okay. Wiki Feet says, Daddy. Hello, baby. Karate chop. Here, okay, I'll do Shuto Ukes. I'll try and, oh, this is good. I was gonna try and do some of these today. Okay, so the technique is you block, double block, right? Gotta be loose, gotta be loose. Sensei does not try to be funny. He has a natural sense of humor. Yeah, if I try, it doesn't work. And that's the secret that I've learned to everything in my life. If I try too hard, I fuck up my back and, you know, a bunch of other things. But if I just don't give a shit, if I just take a Goku attitude, it all works out. And it pisses me off that I overextended myself for so long when I could have just coasted through fucking everything. Still gotten gold and everything and I'd be fine, but you know, you learn the hard way sometimes. WikiFeet says, grab me. Okay, this is from the Anan kata from earlier. Oops. Slowness. Oh, you want the feet. You don't want the abs. Black belt was bought from Amazon. It's actually Arawaza. It's the brand you usually see in like the WKF practitioners or competitors. His hairy chest. Yes, WikiFeet. Okay, you know what? Front kick. Okay? Front kick. There you go. You better sub. When am I fighting with who? This is Tate. Cass, did you already vote? I can't do multiple votes. I can't tell. Usually people with fast twitch muscle fibers don't have a good gas tank and vice versa. If you can have both, it's insane. Yeah, I don't have the gas tank. My endurance is shit. I can explode, wink, but I can't go forever, especially with all of my fucking injuries, you know? I can do a couple things. I can't just blast off, you know what I mean? So you're saying elbows are indestructible. I mean, compared to your fists, relatively, yes. Not ours, his. Boom, 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 52 blocks, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Or you can be built like Mayweather and break your hands all the time because he has little girl hands. Doesn't matter how well he tapes his hands, they're still gonna break. That is hilarious, rewind. And that's the thing, is like, and he doesn't even, like, he hits hard, but he's not like known for just wailing on people max strength either, you know? He's good, he's like sharp technical, so it's like, if he's breaking his shit on like 70%, the foot fist way. Sir Johnny of Bravo, welcome to the stream. All eyes on me, no Vaseline, says Pascal. 130-pound white Andrew Tate. Kiss it. I've learned, because the first and only time that I've kissed Bob was on an earlier stream, okay? You'll know which one if you go look for it. But it was after I had kicked him in the face and mouth many times. Okay, front kick to the face is my favorite. So I made a goof. Okay, and I learned. Noel loves you. Oh my, I feel bad for Bob. Don't. He's fine. He's built for it. What is the orange emoji? What is that? Banana. So many. Are you practicing kissing the rubber man? No, I'm well skilled. Bow to your sensei. You keep your hands so low, that's crazy to me. It must be a karate thing when I was learning how to box. It was always pick up the phone. Yeah, but I don't like taking hits here. So I'm kind of more back here. I'm going to pull my head back and use my footwork more than like a lot of this stuff. But when I go in, right, I have this hand low for a lot of reasons, okay? And there are a lot of good reasons. Connor had his hands low, okay, Wonder Boy, etc. Yes, it's a karate thing, but it's more than that, okay? Now, I fight people in gis a lot of the time. I've fought, you know, in regular ass clothes, but so it works better with sleeves. But you can grab and pull down, right? And you can do that from an elbow here. You can pull this down or get inside or fire it from low, you know, and it can come up. There's a lot of other things I can do here. My lead side is my main side, so I want it ready to like go at all kinds of angles because I can fire a jab out from low. It's not that much different from here. It's actually more powerful because I'm resting my arm on my rib cage, and so when I throw that lead side, I'm kind of catapulting that arm out. I'm like running into my own arm, bam, to launch it. Okay, all these secrets for free because I love you. What do you have a black belt in? It says Timmy and Eric. I have a black belt in Shotokan, Shitoryu, Karate, Goju-ryu, and technically Ishin-ryu, but I don't know very many kata from Ishin-ryu. Aikido? No. Sheltered, says Pascal. Goju-ryu. Bullshito? Bro, again, I say this all the time. I wear a karate gi on YouTube Live. You think you're gonna shake me? Please. Okay? Body conditioning, skin conditioning, okay? Oh, you're bald. Oh, you look like Andrew Tate. You're making me tougher, okay? Thank you, Wiki Feet. Shonen says, karate chop and focus your chi into the very small point of your hair that will make the first contact and split an atom in half and survive the explosion. If you can do this, you're the GOAT. If you can do this, you're the GOAT because you're the only one left. He knows what he's doing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've seen you on the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, so I'm not hip to that reference. I want to be. I do Tai Chi. Mm-hmm. I found that guy you were recommending, and I added a bunch of his recent stuff to my watch later list. So I am ready to research. Pascal says LGBT. WikiFeet says the chest. WikiFeet, you should watch my latest video. I think you'll like it. Metal. Tenzin says I'm subbing. Oh, it's Master Airbender. Yeah, I got medals. You want to see medals? I haven't done the medal parade in a while. Okay. Okay, I got all kinds of medals. This is probably my favorite. This is Grand Champion Kata. It's a little hulked out karate man. First place. This is first place. A bunch of these are gold. I think I have a silver in here. Yeah. I think one time that I did weapons, I got silver. Oh, and the bronze was I switched out a gold because I had multiple of these golds. And someone was supposed to get one and didn't. So I traded him one for a bronze. I figured 2 was enough, you know, it makes enough of a point. You know what I mean? It's enough. And then I just stopped competing because I just honestly, and I know it's the Sensei Kyle show, but I just kept winning and it was like not that hard, so. Marin Spivak has really good kung fu. You are Andrew Tate from Wish. Okay, all right, we'll do another tally for Andrew Tate. 5. God damn it. Gotta just grow my hair out, I guess. Okay, yes, but Jalom. Banner. Andrew Tate and him do the same style. Egg. Jason Statham, thank you, Tenzin. Oh my God, immediately. What a great subscriber. Okay, that's great. Jason Statham, thank you. It's hard writing at this angle. Jason Statham on the board. Oh, stomarekatsukamashita. Okay, let's get the light on Sensei. Mark went up for Phil Collins. Okay, thank you. I really like that one. Philly C. That's 1. I fucking love that. Thank you. Man is a legend. Tarzan soundtrack? Are you kidding me? Egg. Brother, I can help bring all your hair back. My best friend fought TJ Dillashaw on PEDs to a decision. I trained with Dwayne Ludwig, who I think, at least at the time, TJ Dillashaw was like associated with. What? Egg. His name is Mike Easton. Ban this idiot spamming egg emoji. It's law. It is a lot. Elbows or high kick? Elbows. High kick is cool, but you sacrifice your balance and it's just too much. You like expose your groin. People have an automatic, even the people who don't train, have an automatic grab reflex, right? Every world star, if you know there's hair grabbing, clothes grabbing, leg grabbing. If someone throws a punch, that's why you pull it back, because they're gonna punch you, but also they'll just grab your shit. That's why karate is all this grip breaking stuff, because that's what they just grab onto you. Definitely related to Andrew. I don't know. Vladimir Putin in who? You burn. Smooth ass head. Thank you, 86. I appreciate that. Bro, I would sub you in 20 seconds. Would you sub to me in 20 seconds? What choke would you use on me, McPanic? Spoiler alert, I'm going to go for an Ezekiel choke so I can look in your eyes as I watch you drift away. Spring forever. OMG, cringe level. 1 kajillion. Oh no. What are you going to do, Spring Fever? What are you going to do? Embarrass me to death? I can probably beat you in a fight with a 9.6 magnitude fart. You could. If you can do that, I can't, so you win. 86 prayers, testicle head. Interesting. If yours is this smooth, I think you should go get it checked out, right? There should be a little more play. Okay, well, that's something, My boy looked like he joined a cult. It can be. Jeffrey Dahmer USA, you have already voted, Pascal. Look like somebody shaved Borat. That's funny. Jambe. L'ande jambe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th position and down. What do you think about, Tenzin says, what do you think about the origin of white crane in the 15th century being the root of most Northeastern style? I mean, that's where a lot of karate steals their techniques from, particularly the open hand stuff and obviously any of the hooking hand stuff. Knee pie po is a great example. Bob, please. Okay. I want to say knee pie po is one of those that's like definitely straight ripped, where there's like this section towards the end where, no, it's here, here, here. Settle down. 1, 2, 3. Then you turn around. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here. Tai Chi spam. All right, Spivak Tai Chi. Egg. Thank you. Good jobs. You're definitely technical. Fake person. How can I be technical and fake? What is better, raw power or near perfect accuracy? Near perfect accuracy. Because you don't need a lot of force to knock people out. If you've seen like any kind of highlight reels, you've seen people get like a tiny check hook just because they're not looking at it and they sit into it, you know? It doesn't take max power to knock people out. And you don't even have to knock people out necessarily. Everyone focuses on like brain damage, but it's like, if I can just like cripple you and walk away, I win, you know? Like you got to get out, see, you're thinking like within the rules, okay? Adele, you're very special. Thank you. Chalk one up for Phil Collins. Is this a bullshito? I don't know, Alvin. What do you think? Andrew Tate is crazy. Pascal says alien. If Mr. Potato Head was a black belt, I'm putting that on the board. I don't care. That's great. Okay. Mr. Potato Head. God, I'm gonna have to make some more room. I'm gonna have to get a second board. Mr. Potato Head. 1. And yes, I am keeping tally. Every stream, I tally up all the people I look like so that we get a good spread of data, okay? The gay Andrew Tate that dances around. Yes, I was a professional dancer for many, many years. It gave me many skills and many good times. So many good memories. I mean, the parties, you can only imagine. You took a bath? I have. Well, not a bath, I took a shower today. Who's the best goal to you in UFC? Whitaker? Well, Whitaker's pretty good. Gunner? I'm not as familiar with Gunner. Brother, no you can't. Can't what? Can't what? You tell me what I can and cannot do in my dojo? Don't smack my boy Bob like that. How far behind in chat am I? Can you show how to disarm a perp with a firearm? I would never recommend it, but if someone has a firearm, you do whatever they say until you're absolutely certain they're going to pull the trigger. Then you get both hands on the weapon, extend your arms, move it offline, and then try and get them to the ground, and then you wait for police or somebody to help you. That's your best bet. Most of the time, okay, it's going to be the meme where, Flash, you're in heaven. All right. How many fights have you had? As many as it'll take. Andrew Taint. Interesting. Are you a professional fighter? No. I've taught, but not fought professionally. Just an amateur. Blue Cardinal. Good to see you again. Os. Good to see you. I remember you. No donuts, brother. Tate, when you ask him to do karate. Okay. God damn it, you guys. God damn it. God damn it. See, you guys just call me Tate and walk away. Like, I have to live with these numbers, okay? I've been called Andrew Tate more times than Andrew Tate has ever gotten anyone to do anything consensually with him. Figure 4. He does karate. Bushido. Bro, how many fights do you have? Karate don't work in the streets. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Good thing I've trained more than karate, huh? 86 prayers. Hit that boy with some cold shit. Shut up, bro. What? I don't... High lows? What are you saying? The hollows? Split? You want to shake ass? Well, I'm super behind on chat. I had to answer you if you don't have any dead karate. Yeah. I've done tournaments, but not, you know, fights. Them boys gave you some toys. Yeah, you can just buy medals and trophies. Crazy shit. Andrew Tate and Moist Critical Love Child. Hey, anything that dilutes the Tate, especially moist, I'll take it. We could all use some moisture, okay? Thank you for participating, medals. Well, where were you? Chat isn't being creative today. Last time somebody said Krillin, that was an insane pull. Oh man, I love that one. I'm gonna be riding high on that one for a long time. Scar says, shut up, idiot. The Last Airbender, that's right. Dominique, haha, you do like Andrew Tate. You look nothing like Jason at all, not even close. God damn it, Dominique. God damn it. Oh, 7. 7 for Andrew Tate, 1 for Dahmer, 1 for Jason Statham, 1 for Phil Collins, 1 for Mr. Potato Head. Not great. Not great numbers, if you're asking me. Young Cyclops. So cute. Rewind says, in all reality, Andrew Tate could probably kick the shit out of 98% of the people in the chat. Yeah, little dogs bark, you know. I think I could take him now. He's old and he has no ground game, but you get the point. Well, and he smokes cigars all day. You think he trains? And he does like some bench press. He like spars a bunch of people. Look at the way he moves, man. He's got that weird like baby Trumpy heavy diaper lean, you know, like the... It's super bizarre. I think maybe he was resurrected by a lich or something. I don't know. Cyborg. What is he reading? My boy thinks he's Tupac. Antonio. Borat. You've 86. You've voted. Do you train with what? With who? Mike Ninomian? I trained with him before. I don't know that name. Shakira. And Suge White. All right, thank you, Blue Cardinal. Thank you. Suge White. Okay. It's on the board. You look like Moby. What is that? The Dick? He was a really good striker. Oh. Is this your real hair? Yeah. Get you Freddie Gibbs looking ass on. Titanic Park. Inshin Karate. Dance. Good jobs. Dance. Everyone get your camera ready. I've seen this play out horribly so many times. Like how? This type of technique doesn't work against boxers and MMA fighters. Well, good thing I'm a boxer and MMA fighter too. Good thing. Okay? Bushido. Look at Robert Whittaker. Crescent kick, baby. He does this. That's why you don't see it in MMA. So you're associated with Bang Muay Thai at Team Elevation, not at HQ or whatever, but I have taken classes at a Bang Muay Thai place. It was interesting. I mean, I think they are a little too much of the os, and it's like you're just taking the stuff you think is like cool from traditional martial arts and adding it in, which whatever, it's fine, it's his thing. So Rex Kwando, Gunnar Nelson too, Dragonfly Jones, Bullshit Party. Oh, you don't like the party? You're not a martial artist. Well then, what am I? Can you tell me what I am? Because I'm trying to figure it out. Mark Wolf, what style do you practice? I mean, Goju-ryu karate is the core of it. I've studied Rei-ryu, Shitoryu, Shotokan. You know, I've trained in a bunch of stuff. But, you know, I include like clinching and a lot of the knees and elbows, a lot of hand fighting. Snatcher says hello. Andrew Tate's long lost brother. Ugh. I'm just gonna count that as Andrew Tate because I can't be both brothers, or I'm gonna. Well, I can't say what I'm gonna do. Jackie Chan. Good evening. Do you know how to use a butterfly knife? No, I don't. I've done a little bit of like eskrima kind of stuff, but not butterfly knife. That is, I would probably fuck myself up more than anything. Arthur, hello. Os. No combat. No Vaseline. The sea people did nothing wrong. You should watch and commentate on street fight videos. I should, you know. But a lot of street fight, they're all like sort of the same. They're like really messy. Everyone does like this big like straight arm. It's not even a hammer fist. It's not even a punch. It's just like... Look, I'm no stranger to world star hip hop, okay? Dwayne Ludwig was trained by Boss Rutan. That's where a lot of that shit came from, at least that's what I heard. I trained a team Alpha Male for like 3 months before I moved up to Portland. Damn. Sky, I'm not gonna hurt, well, thank you actually. I need that. I'm not gonna hurt myself. I appreciate it. Boss Rutan. See, and everyone talks shit about palm strikes. That wouldn't work in a fucking street fight. It would work better in a street fight, and if you haven't been watching the old Boss Rutan knockouts, you're telegraphing your ignorance, okay? Because he would just hook, it was not allowed to do hook fists to the head, so he would just hook palm people right here. Put them to fucking bed, okay? Boom, here, bam. And Boss always hit with max power. So, not my style, but. Pascal. Well, I mean, that's one word for what we're doing. Bam! Boom! See, in most competition, you can't, like, just stomp on the shins, you know? The children do not know who Boss Rutan was. Was and is, yeah. See, he got that crazy, like, neck injury, and he can't, like, you know, it, like, cut off some nerves and stuff. So I got some nerve stuff, so I can't be doing this crazy, heavy shoulder stuff. That's why the karate's good. It's very loose, slow, you know? Boom. Everything's kind of Chuck Norris Pascal. Is that your full name, your legal name? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, see, this is my bad side. Let's do a little tonfa. What's up, Bruce Gay? What? Andrew Tate, God damn it. God damn it, chat. You know, I open my dojo to all of you, and you just keep calling me Andrew Tate. This is the highest that Andrew Tate counter has ever been. And this has been kind of a short stream. 9. 9 for Andrew Tate, 1 for Jeffrey Dahmer, 1 for Jason Statham, 1 for Phil Collins, 1 for Mr. Potato Head, and 1 for Suge White. Cast your votes, people. Cast your votes. What do you think? Who am I? Timu version of what? For science. Shonen. Pascal, listen here. I've seen things that make what is scary to you seem like a slap fight on the playground. Listen, kid. I would take everything from you in a split second. I would take your soul. Gay pride, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'd take that. Andrew or Mr. Timu. Zabib. Is that another vote? Because that looks like a new lesbian Tate. Okay. That's funny. All right. You know what? I am unhappy about this, but we are at double digits for Andrew Tate. I'm wounded emotionally. Okay? I'm worried. Oops. Chad is trying to be original. Always ends with the roast with Tate. I'll give you one in your favor, says Angling in Secrecy. Alexander Volkanovsky. Damn. Okay, I'll slip you your 20 after the stream. Hell yeah. Volkanovsky, I'll take it. Thank you. One. And we circle that one because it's very nice. And I want it to be discernible from the Dahmer right below it. Let's see. Big Ben. What are those called? Mortal Kombat Baraka. Tonfa. Okay, I need some space to do this. Whoa. All right, the second part of this is way better. It's like, after all that bullshit, you come around here, here. Then you do these little shikodachis here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Repeat that again. Okay, and then you come around to the front, which is now you again. Here. 1. Aye. Os. Hamahiga. Abdul says, you're the kid who grew up after Epstein trauma? Those are dope. These things are sick. And here, okay, I've done this lecture before and I'll do it in a longer video, but you have the Tonfa and the Sai. Everyone thinks because the Sai's metal is superior, okay? But you put a very thin metal rod against your forearm bone and then have someone smash something against it and tell me that it's like the superior blocking technique, except you can't. See? Okay, but this way I cover the whole thing. Okay, it's very broad surface area, it slides, right? And I gotta hold these like this, like finger guns. This is not the strongest position, right? I have to clamp it in place. This, you clamp down very easy, and then it like, I'm totally connected here. I got some range, right? I got nunchuck moves. I got hooking techniques, okay? Hello? Damn, I can't troll. I'm just very skilled against trolls, okay? I have been known to troll myself. Abdul says, you know what's crazy? I'm a better fight than him, and I can prove it. I'm a better grammar than you, and that might not be your fault, I'm sorry. But if you would like to spar, I mean, please, why don't you reach for the belt? See what happens, okay? All right. Why don't you reach for it? See what happens. But the Tonfa plug in to your boxing. You know, all of this stuff and the Dutch style roundhouse block now has like an interesting appearance, you know? Feet. Pascal, I'm starting to think you're a bot. Are you trying to get me to use voice commands? Turn off the lights? Okay, also, don't block like this, okay? This is nothing. This is blocking. This is blocking, okay? This is nunchucks. Not this. Most old school kata only have you swing it one time. Like it only does really one revolution between things. You know, like in this section here, you come forward, it's 1, over, 2, 1 to the back here. Shonen, you always have the good one-liners. My favorite gun? Right here, baby. I almost kissed it. Sorry, brother. I was just trolling you. Have a good day. I love people who love combat sports. Abdul, it's all right. I'm not offended. I'm fine. We're good. I can take a good healthy ribbing. You know what I mean? Okay, clip that. Jarvis, clip that. I prefer hands. At least that way, win or lose, you still get to go home to your family. Exactly, no insurance, and it's like, I can take my hands everywhere, right? If you take my hands away from me, I have way bigger problems than not being able to fight. You know what I mean? So, like, I just want to be strong from the base level with the starting equipment. You know what I mean? And then work my way up the ladder from there. That's my approach. But if I have to choose, probably a simple 9mm with an extended clip, and I recently got a new silencer. Are those illegal? I will make it legal. Highlander, fight me. I'm 4'11", but don't get fooled with the height because I weigh 250 pounds. Well, here's the thing. I don't underestimate people. I wait because I know I've seen professional dancers that were like very, very overweight, still jumping, still spinning around. So you don't know what people can do just by looking at them. Some people it's obvious, some people it's hidden. Cheemsburger. Highlander, just work out first before you call anyone out, dog. Mark Wolf, what style of martial arts do you practice? Currently, mostly karate with a kickboxing influence. I've done like capoeira. I've done Krav Maga. I've done some grappling, but I'm definitely a striker at heart. Pascal, you make 0 sense. And look, the mad in Mad Martial Artist is not just angry, okay? There is a madness about me. So I'm very curious and interested in whatever is up with you. No insurance. Quote of the day. You can't adjust the wind, but you can adjust your sail. That is true. Mark Wolf, the style that hurts when you get punched in the face. That's true, although probably I'm just going to use the hands to like open up for... Again, I really like the elbows. Go check my video, okay? Shonen, I know you're already on top of it. All that training and you couldn't beat hair loss. I like that. That's good. That's true. Very true. But I got a surplus. You know what I mean? We're good in the hair department. Okay? All right. What else do I want to do? None of you want to smoke, I promise. I did Aikido for 2 years. I mean, motherfuckers know how to roll. Mark Wolf, I'm currently a 4th degree in Kempo. Oh, Kempo's fun. I really like it. In my first dojo, the Power Ranger dojo, okay, plug for my video there, we had the Dance of Death, which you probably would understand. I can't remember all of it, but it was like there was like a defense here. You take them down, you stomp on the spine, kick it, shuto, stomp, kick. Right? Help me out, because I fucking love that shit. Very good, Romulo. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shonen says, the inspirational quote, the only thing a car can do is drive. I don't know. They can honk, right? I ask my fucking neighbor 3 times out of every fucking week. No Insurance says, deep quote of the day. Death asked life why everybody hates him. Life replied, because I am the beautiful lie, and you are the cold, hard truth. How was that, No Insurance? Did I get the acting gig? That's pretty good. Thank you, Mark. Pretty, your men? I'm pretty? Thank you. I'm flattered you think so. That's really great. Okay. Let's do one of my favorite punching things. Now, it's hard because, I still get a little bit of rotation, but it's difficult because you're in this, externally rotated place. Zach, you're hired. Thank you, No Insurance. Zach says, what karate style do you teach? I can teach a multitude of things. I mean, I'm certified or whatever to teach Gojiryu, Shitoryu, Shotokan. But, if you want to learn some Rueiryu, okay, I've got some of that. I think I had like an Anan breakdown video. It's kind of old, back when my back was a lot worse. Goju. Everyone knows the lore. Thank you. Oh, Smart Wolf. Thank you for subscribing. Gino, I've never tried. What is that? My kung fu is, this is Kwang, my kung fu is based on the horse stance, but only with all weight focus on one leg. Interesting. So that's like, Shotokan has kokutsudachi, where it's like very much back here, you know. I really like fudodachi. That's sort of, honestly, fudodachi is like my fighting stance, where it's like, I don't have everything straight on. Everything's kind of turned a little bit, so I'm half-bladed, not really square, so that I can throw a roundhouse basically from here. I can turn it into a front kick. You know, I'm pre-rotated for fast, snapping lead hooks. I really like to pop it, you know, pam. Korean martial arts. Kick mawashigeri. Okay. So you got low, medium, high. Okay? Or there's like the one where you spin through, I really like, but it's like the pivoting heavily is hard on the knees, so I don't really do it that much. Shonen says, touching quote, this one can apply to you, no insurance. A door only opens when it stops being closed. Gino, I did Kuksul one. I want to, is that, no, Tang Sodo is fucking Walker, Texas Ranger. Taekwondo, boxing, and Muay Thai. That is a solid spread, sir. I would love to practice Silat. Oh yeah, the like, oh man. Well, Silat has like a lot of hand fighting like stuff that I think is really slept on. Even if you don't have blades, you know, like these climbing techniques, I think there's a huge potential, okay? I wish Wing Chun Philosopher was here. We also do not push from one leg to get to the other. Interesting. At least when we train. It's like doing four-wheel drive versus two-wheel, says Quan. Interesting. Letway is the most brutal to me, Shonen. Well, I want to say it's kind of brutal, but like Kudo has headbutts, but because of the face shield, they can do it a lot more, you know? So like you kind of sacrifice the like bleeding and like really focus on point damage versus just like a ton more brain damage. So, I mean, it's brutal because everyone fucking bleeds. Whales. My Tai Chi style has all the Wing Chun in it. That's dope. Sounds like a really good style. Pascal. That's funny. Are you saying this in French? And it's translating? Is that what's happening? Je suis désolé, mais je ne parle pas français. But in the professional dance world, you know, in the theater world, you say break a leg before you go on stage. Dancers, we say meld, and you know what that means. Shonen says Pascal's English is limited to one badly spelled word per sentence. Quan says, like the original MMA. Yeah, well, and that's the thing is, everyone thinks it's new, but the old school people were practicing it more practically than we do even now, you know? I mean, they were like just trying shit out on each other, you know, doing these things. But because we put people in a ring and put them up on a stage and put little pillows on their hands, it's like, you know, superior, right? Okay, meld. Yeah, because we don't want to say break a leg because we're dancers. You know what I mean? So it's like meld. I hope you shit yourself. Quan says some bagua, some shu jiao, some jingyi. Is that how you say that? Jingyi? There was not medicine like now. That's true, yeah. And that's the thing. And, like the Bubishi, which is the Bible of karate, has a bunch of that old, herbal medicine stuff. But yeah, it doesn't cure things like isolated chemicals that we've engineered to destroy illnesses. If you sprain your ankle, you die. Yeah, like a horse, they just take you out back. How we doing, chat? It's Tuesday. I'm not happy about that. And it's already late. We lost that hour this weekend. I am feeling it. Your anaconda snake, Pascal. You would not be the first nor the last to suggest to me that you were smuggling an anaconda, okay? A lot of people doing a lot of strange things in chat, which, I'm totally here for, but I just want to understand, Pascal. It's important to me. One-eyed gummy worm. Do switch stance left hand, then shift back to orthodox while throwing a right hand, and bump off or pivot to your left and throw a right hand. I am delighted to prepare the ground. I'll see it much better up close. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Get in line, buddy. Get in line. Okay, what are we doing? Switch stance, left hand, shift back to orthodox while throwing a right hand, and bump off or pivot to your left and throw a right hand like that. So switch, shift, here, here. I guess I wouldn't be palm, I would be palm down. Here. Dominic Cruz combo number 1. It's cool. When you shift, step forward. Oh, I see. Here, here, step off. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Here, here, here. Right? Is that how it is? It's like shift, step. Are you just stepping, or are you kind of... That's what I think of Dominic Cruz. I don't. No balance. Yeah, but pivot. No balance, really. Interesting. I actually meant to do this today, so this is good training. Really feel it in the ass. Oh, Bob! Bob! Really feel it in the ass, the standing leg, Everyone thinks it's up here, but it's like this is the leg that's really working. Do a jumping axe kick. No. So you shift step back into your original position you're in before the switch step. No balance. Switch. Oh, I see. So when you switch, 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 right? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Hell yeah. Switch, switch, here, pivot. Ooh, I like that. Switch, switch, here. Okay, so I always do both sides. So the opposite would be here, 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 pivot. Switch, oops. This is why you do both sides. Switch, switch, here, pivot. Okay. Oops. Switch, switch, here, pivot. That's what it is. Switch, switch, pivot. No. Positive. No. Pascal, you couldn't sound more like a bot. Pivot first before the third punch. Okay, so 1, 2, like that? I'm confused again. Gino, that's funny, but I can't show that. Yes, os. Thank you. I appreciate that. I want to get, I don't know if I'll ever have back kicks back, you know? Fran, hello. Get the angle. For the third punch. So step, because it's the right hand again, right? Girly, you just say that because I'm a ballerino. Balance, soutenu, okay. There's, okay, waltz turns. Oops. It's, and then waltz turns from the other side is, naked balance. Again, that's definitely got to be members only content, okay? I do a lot for free, but not everything. Okay, here's what I'll do for free, all right? Do a little stretch. It's good to spend time in certain positions, you know? Okay. All right, chat. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Okay. See, I can get low for Shotokan stances. I'm not strong here. You know, I can't move out of that with any kind of grace. And I'm a professional goddamn dancer. Okay? Or I was. I was professional. Not anymore. I'd love to get back into it though. It's just hard, you know, as a guy, most people want you to lift women, and it's like, it's gonna be hard on my back, you know? Dominant crew, combo 2, exiting to the other side. Note that the switch step for the shift dodges the 1-2. Oh, step first, pivot. Right, Pascal? Okay. I'm going to do a little dynamic flexibility. Wind down the stream. Yes. Now instead of pivoting, shift, step, left hook, then throw right hand at an angle. Opposite angle this time. What? Opposite angle. 1. Like that. So 1, 2, pivot with the hook. I love pivoting with a hook. You might as well, because a lot of times it's not even honestly about striking them, you know, bam. For me, it's about like, if I can connect with them as I'm moving, it like assists, you know, in the movement a little bit. I like to post out people a bit. Other way. Shift step on the hook like you did with the right hand. Interesting. So, 2, shift step twice. Interesting. 2, shift. Yes. Interesting. I love aggressive shifting, not only because you can get into a cross without having to commit with this twisting, you know, you can just fall into it and it just becomes, you know, I mean, that's a lot of like karate techniques are like blitzing forward with the rear hand. Mike Tyson. Okay. I was going to do some grip too. Grip's very important. Okay. Hold tight, chat. It's okay. Daddy didn't go anywhere. Okay. Your punch is only as strong as your wrist is, so working the wrists, very important. Okay, if you're doing more benching than grip work, you're doing it wrong. Okay, my extensor side is so much weaker. I'm really good at like pulling down, but I'm not good at flexing up. So all of my shote techniques, it's like they're really at an angle. I can't, you know, 'cause I'll hit it like this. But if my arm is straight, I can't, oh God, it burns. I can't pull it back that far. First is switch, shift, pivot, hit. Second is switch, shift, shift, hit. Second one is 2 shifts, then a, whoops, 2 shifts, then a hit. 1, 2, switch. That's interesting. What was the other one I was going to do? I'll just do this one today. That's all right. You know? I also like to balance up on the ball of the foot. Right? If you really reach with those high knees or those really high, like, I mean, if you do any kind of Muay Thai kicking, you're up on the ball of the foot. So it's good to get good up here, you know? And I try and get real, like as high up as I can, right? I can live here, this is fine, but it's not my fullest extension. Both start with a switch shift. I mean, it is dominant Cruz, right? That is the move. Switch, 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 switch. Triple switch. Oh, man. I'm tired, chat. It's a Tired Tuesday stream, but, you know. You get the idea. I understand the principle, which for me is honestly, like, I feel bad because there's a lot of times where I can't remember the real particulars of certain things, you know, because I just don't really care. Where it's like, oh, well, it wasn't this guy who said that, it's this other guy that said it. You know, that's what matters, exactly. You understand? I knew you would. You know what you're talking about. And I can't wait to see this Tai Chi guy. I'm very curious. Because, you know, if that kind of Tai Chi has the Wing Chun trapping, you know, it's a twofer. So maybe I just start there. Oh. God, I'm trying to work on my false grip strength. It is difficult. All right, 2 sets is enough. Tai Chi is so good because I use what I just showed you to get off angle, but at the same time trap and hit them. Trapping, man, it's legit. I just think, you know, you don't see it. What you see is like people in their 70s doing push hands, and then people are like, oh, well, that wouldn't defend against a gang fight. And it's like, well, if you're in gang fights, that's your own problem, you know, but it does work. But anytime in training, BJJ and I'm on top, I'm training Kung Fu muscles. I mean, all of this stuff, like the hooking on your own arms, figure 4, you know, that's all over the place. But the BJJ guys just don't want to admit to it. They want the belts, right? They really like the gis and the belts, but anyway. Man. Well, you have a fascinating training history. Man, I gotta check your. Do you make videos about your martial arts? I looked up what's his face, but I didn't look you up. I'd love to see some of this stuff. The trick is my upper body faces opposite to my legs. I use the uncoil to pull them in my punch. My teacher does. Yeah. I found his channel. I've got like a bunch of the like 5 to 7 minute explainer videos. Opposite to my legs. I use the uncoil to pull them like this. Is that what you mean? Like when you're like loaded up here, and you. I'll release some sparring stuff, but we are secretive. Hey, I get it. You know, on YouTube, once it's out there, it's out there. So especially with the the zesty instructor. That's funny. Kind of. Well, I'm very curious, you know, and if your Sifu does any kind of intensives, I'd be very curious. It'd be cool to attend, you know, do some cross training. We'll finish off with a little light nunchucks for wrist health. Not because we love the nunchucks, but because it's for the wrists. Are you Bad Bunny? No. If I were Bad Bunny, I'd be way better off. But it's the same thing, basically. Oh, okay. You were a mix of Bad Bunny and Andrew Tate. God damn it. God, you had to get another one in at the end of the stream, didn't you? Didn't you? Okay. Bad Bunny mixed with Andrew Tate is interesting. I feel like that's mostly the Tate being represented here. We have 11 votes for Andrew Tate, who Sensei looks like. I know it's backwards for you guys, okay? Alex Volkanovski, okay, was kind of a toss, but I'll take it. I love it. Thank you. Jeffrey Dahmer, okay, I'll take it. You know, was he handsome? I don't know. Jason Statham got one. Phil Collins got one. Suge White got one. And Mr. Potato Head has one. Okay? It's one for everything except 11 for Andrew Tate. The things I do for you guys. I'm not great at these, but that's not really in any of the kata. It's usually you have it, and then you get into your protected position. JRD, you do not understand how things work around here. We talk martial arts shop. Quan is more than welcome. It's really the shapes we train that have such structural integrity and we make it dynamic. Yeah, and when you get out of the weeds, right, of like, you palm in, palm, you know, it's like, it's just structures, it's physics, it's moving, it's transferring energy, right? And it's like, you can transfer energy slowly into someone, or you can transfer it very quickly and sharply. You know, it's all kind of just variations of the same thing. You know? And if you get far enough in the martial arts, you realize it's all the same stuff, just with different packaging, different tweaks, different slight angle priorities, you know? So you're totally right. We make it dynamic. And that's the thing that's missing from a lot of traditional martial arts is it's not dynamic, you know? It's very like make the shape and then get to the other shape and get to the other shape. Stop trolling. He's a really fun gay sensei. Thank you, Donald Duck. Thank you for your support, for your so fun gay sensei. Only for you guys. Okay? Only for you guys. Stream's almost up, Donald. I'm sorry. You want to see it? We got 11 votes for Andrew Tate. I don't know if you were here for that. Dahmer's a new one. Mr. Potato Head's a new one. Suge White. It's a new one. Okay. If I hear about this on the news, that this left the dojo, okay? Maybe I slip and it almost hits your feet. You don't know. You don't know. The thing is, you don't know. Okay? Say goodbye to the Sai. Chat, can you see yourselves in the reflection? I don't like this holder. It's just these little tiny, these need to be longer, which is, of course, what she said, right? Like that. I'm a fan for sure. I don't want it in first place, but that sweetie potato head is really funny and intelligent. I like it, you know? It means I'm versatile, right? See? I see a lot of guys with wear and tear on their belt. I don't know how long it's going to take me to wear my belt into looking like I'm legit. But, you know. I also wear different belts on different days, you know, so I'm not concentrating all of my this. And people will do that too. Like people will take keys and they'll like drag it along the belt to like make it stringy so people think they've been doing it longer. No honor. None. I'm about to wrap it up. Gentle people. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. As always, it's fun. Love talking shop, especially when it's Dominic Cruz footwork. Secrets for free. I appreciate that. Does not go unnoticed. All right. No more votes. Votes are in. Andrew Tate is the winner for tonight, as always. But I think it's about time for Sensei to get dinner. So, until next time, might be Thursday, depending, but I'm trying to get a bunch of things recorded so that when Crimson Desert comes out, I can go dark for a week or so, but we'll see what happens. So, おし、どうもありがとうございました。こんばんは. Okay, John A, everyone. You can also switch step left hand, shift step right into a double leg. Oh, yeah. Dwayne Ludwig had us doing, I think his Dillashaw combo had a fake single leg, and then you go for the high kick. Very interesting. I appreciate you talking shop. Appreciate all the trolls. Okay. Os. Until next time, my friends. Continue training.